There's a brother that came on the site. I forget his name, the Apostle of the 12 or something that he calls himself. He's the one that put the video together with this guy. Now he said that he was glad that he found out through Great Millstone that this guy was throwing up the horn sign. He said because when he found that out, he went back, he watched the video, and when he watched the video, he saw what the brother was talking about, and he said he left the school that same day. So he's not going there to that school no more. So the Most High is making, because you know, sometimes we speak about guys up there that ain't right, but we also say that the men that are righteous among them, the Most High is going to deliver them out of that. He's going to take them out of that. So you got a lot of guys right now that's coming out of there. Right. That's coming out of that school because they're seeing the corruption. They seeing that this guy basically is going from one city or one state to another, basically intimidating guys that are out there teaching the word.
Well, Jesus spoke about those guys. He said, when you make them when you make them a disciple, you make them twofold a child of hell than yourselves. Yep. He was talking about guys like that. And to quote the scripture, what he was saying, the scripture say the Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation. All right, you got that? Okay, bring that up. So that guy that came out of that, that was a blessing on him. He woke up.
And more of them gonna come out.
More of them gonna,
because they're not learning anything. They're not breaking down scriptures.
Exactly. Nobody wants to see.
They don't even mention Esau.
Yeah, nobody wants.
The word Esau, Edom, don't even come out of their mouth.
They don't
speak about the world or Babylon being destroyed.
Right.
They don't speak about America being destroyed,
which is the main pole of this truth, the main foundation.
Well, I got scriptures.
Hey, the Most High is about what? Judgment, man. They forgot that. The Most High is about judgment. They don't speak about judgment.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 9. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation.
And that's what happened with that dude. That dude woke up. He saw that hand signal. All right, which spirit, I didn't do it. You saw that hand.
You can do it to let them know. Then again, somebody,
well, you know what it looks like.
Truth after knowledge world, you guys do it too.
Yeah, they might pause your picture.
They'll take a picture of me and I'll be moving in slow motion. You know, I'll go like this.
Don't do it, brother. Don't put that hand up, man.
Yeah, and see, he's down with the Illuminati too.
And that's how the devils are.
They tried to demonize this brother. Some of y'all have seen the video trying to demonize this brother. That's what they do.
If you follow this NYC man,
this I had a picture of it somewhere.
I got
NYC man, right?
Yeah, those guys are set up by the Illuminati. There's a group out there called Truth After Knowledge. They're set up by the Illuminati. And what's that other group? Israelite Church of Self Defense. They're all about guns and stuff. Well, the Most High is dealing with spiritual men.
Right.
It says in the book of Romans, since they telling me I'm going off on the scriptures, they should read Romans the 8th chapter. It says the carnal-minded man is enmity with the Most High.
Get that, brother.
Anytime you flash guns and Uzis and AK-47s, you're a carnal man. You're an Edomite, all right?
Hey, brothers, I want to warn you. See, don't say I didn't warn you. If you follow this NYC man, we can't promise you that you're going to be delivered from death. All right? This NYC man right here.
You know what these guys are teaching? They're teaching that when Esau comes to destroy us, they're going to bring out their guns and they're going to fight. Well, they should be fighting them right now. Because they're saying that we're teaching that Israel's going to go into concentration camps. Excuse me? Excuse me?
We are in hell.
Excuse me? Well, that's a little devil right there, man. That's a little devil right there, man. But see that? He looks like an Israelite, but that's a demon.
Right.
All right? Good. You got
I got something real quick. That's to prove that them guys are going off. Hosea chapter 1, verse 7. But I will have mercy upon the house of Judah and will save them by the Lord their God.
Yeah, not by an Uzi.
Right.
Not by an AK-47.
And will not save them by bow, nor by sword, nor by battle, by horses, nor by horsemen.
Yeah, so those guys are set up by the Illuminati. So you know what? You got some brothers that come on YouTube, right? And they'll see us and they'll see other videos. Then they'll say, that was a good video, Great Millstone. Then we'll see the same guy on another video. And the other video, they broke down something totally wrong.
Right.
That's a good video. That shows you don't know the scriptures, man. You don't have any understanding.
I got a scripture for you, brother. 2 Corinthians 10, 2 Corinthians 10 and 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. Fourth verse. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds. Right, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
It's spiritual, by the scriptures, by facts, by documentation.
Exactly. You know? Not a goddamn Uzi or AK-47. Right? I'll read that again. 2 Corinthians 10, beginning at 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. Like earlier, that cracker was up there. He was trying to engage this brother. He was trying to war after the flesh, which he was putting on the act. Yeah, which is blessing. Right, that's his blessing. And that proved that was the staple that proved. Right. Yeah, right, bro. That was the proof that he was Esau. That was the stamp right there. That's an Edomite. Because that's how the Edomites get down. All right. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High. What is that? The word. This word is mighty, man. This is what's going to destroy this kingdom. This word right here. All right? But mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds. What's the stronghold? America. No, right. But America. That's the stronghold, right? That's the strongest country, so-called country, on the planet Earth. America. This word alone is going to destroy America. Right? Yeah.
This is Psalms chapter 60, verse 9. Who will bring me into the strong city?
Right, the stronghold. Who will bring me into the strong city? Go on.
Who will lead me into Edom?
Well, who will lead me into Edom? Who's Edom? The so-called white boy. What is America? Who rules America? The so-called white boy. The international bankers, so-called white boys that rule the whole world. All right? Read that again, brother.
Who will bring me into the strong city?
That's why the so-called white man don't want to fuck with us, man. That's why the elites want to avoid us like AIDS, herpes, and VD. All right? You know why? Because we got the truth. If we're a bunch of cartoon characters on the side of the street, look, they're always looking for ideas for a reality show. You got a gold mine right here. Yeah. Come on down with it. They're not going to do it because they're a bunch of faggots and they know they're being revealed. All you so-called white people that come on our site talking shit, you're going down, son. You're going down like a submarine. America's through, man. That's it. The fat lady is about to really sing. Go on.
Psalm 60, verse 9.
Go on.
Who will bring me into the strong city? Who will lead me into Edom?
Right, who will lead me? And we're going right into the so-called white man. We're going to him with this truth. Like that white boy that was up here earlier. We were going into his spirit, man. He was all acting all crazy, bugged out.
He had the problem.
He had the problem, man. He had demons on him, man. We're going into his spirit. Go on.
Will not thou, O Most High?
Will not thou, O Most High? Go on.
Which hadst cast us off?
Right, the Most High had cast us off at one time for our wickedness. You know, you can read about that in 2 Kings, how the Lord allowed us to go into Assyria in slavery and bondage. And that was some heavy bondage, brothers, in Assyria. And them kings was putting hell, like Shalmaneser and Sargon. Is it Sargon?
Yeah,
Sargon, Shalmaneser.
Esarhaddon.
Those were named Esarhaddon. When you heard those names back in the day, you trembled. Those guys were some rough customers, the Assyrians. Now look at them today. They're all bugged out on Islam. They don't even know who they are. Which shows you the mighty power of the Lord. Now at one time the Ethiopians used to put bondage, slavery on us. Now they're having flies for lunch.
If they can catch a fly.
All right?
If they can catch a fly.
If they can catch a fly. I mean, you see that little big heads, and you notice an Ethiopian with that super big water head, and them little flies buzzing around on them.
All in their mouth.
Man, I feel good as hell when I see that, because those were the bastards that had us in slavery.
They're the
Ethiopians.
cursing them.
Yeah.
Racist.
So that's the power of the Most High. So you remember that. The so-called white man, he gonna receive a worse fate than that. Now picture that. This so-called white man, he gonna catch some serious hell.
Hey, the scriptures say that when you see him, You're gonna be like, is this the man that made the world to tremble?
That's Isaiah
This
14.
piece of shit right here?
Yeah, this piece of
that
shit.
did shake kingdoms?
Right.
You're gonna look at him like the piece of shit that he really